guardians of the innocent. Act I, the sound of silent stones. The crispness of dawn bites sharply, an invigorating yet unforgiving reminder of the mountain path's rugged beauty. My breath clouds the air, weaving momentarily into the morning mist, as transient and fragile as the life I lead. Each step I take echoes against the stones underfoot, smooth yet treacherous from the previous night's rain, creating a symphony of solitude that reverberates through the stillness of the early hour. The world remains in hushed expectancy, the silence only punctuated by the gentle rustle of autumn leaves, stubborn sentinels clinging tenaciously to their branches despite the cold whisper of the coming winter. My heart is heavy, encumbered by a familiar burden, an unsent letter, its edges worn and creased from too many days of harboring it close, a silent testament to words unspoken. This letter is a confession, a bridge of words meticulously crafted for a father unseen for years, spanning a chasm of silence formed by pride and hardened by the absence of time. The dim light of dawn paints the world in ethereal shades of gray and gold, a promise of a new day draped in whispers of hope yet to be revealed. I pause, momentarily lost in the uncertainty that swells around me like the morning mist, causing my resolve to falter. Sinking to my knees on the cold, unyielding stone, the chill beneath me is grounding and firm. I bow my head, offering a prayer, a whisper cast into the vastness stretching before me. Lord of mercy, I begin, my voice barely breaking the silence. Guide me to protect the innocent. The words lift into the air, carried by the gentle breeze, a supplication for strength and direction, a plea for the courage to face the unknown and to do what must be done. The rains whisper. Night descends like a soft shroud, bringing with it a gentle, persistent rain, its droplets forming a curtain that blurs the world into a tapestry of indistinct edges and muted colors. Each step becomes more precarious, the path beneath my feet a slippery mosaic of stones and earth, whispering uncertainty. Yet, the rhythmic percussion of raindrops against leaf and stone soothes my unease, weaving a melody that eases my doubts. The edges of the letter press insistently into my palm, a persistent reminder of the unfinished business consuming my thoughts. The scent of damp earth rises around me, mingling with my resolve as I near the chapel perched atop the mountain, a solitary silhouette against the dark sky, an oasis of solace in the wilderness. Inside, candlelight flickers, casting a warm, dancing glow among the worn stones of the chapel's interior. Shadows leap and play, ancient spirits in sacred celebration. Kneeling once more, I am enveloped by the warmth and peace of this hallowed space. The bitter cold of the outside world a mere memory. Here, in this place of refuge, I am a prodigal son, turning again toward the Holy One, offering a prayer from the depths of my heart. Shepherd of my soul, I've strayed, seeking strength in solitude. I whisper, my words a fragile thread in the stillness. Yet here I kneel, longing for your guiding light. Forgive this weary heart, grant me the courage to act. Silence follows a profound presence rather than an absence, a divine embrace that envelops me. In that silence, a gentle nudge, a sense of peace unmistakably recognized as God's guidance. The echo of my prayer fills the room, soft but unwavering, reverberating within the stone walls, a testament to hope. A letter in the light, As night surrenders to the dawn, the first rays of the spring sun cast away the darkness, illuminating the chapel in celestial hues of pink and gold. I am changed. Something profound has shifted within me. The chapel doors swing open, welcoming a gentle breeze that stirs the air with life. Reaching into my pocket, I retrieve the letter. With renewed clarity, I begin to write anew. Words flow, honest and tender, articulating years of silence, love lost and enduring. In those quiet moments, I find resolution, not in the act of sending the letter, but in the sacred willingness to mend and allow myself to be mended. As I begin my descent from the mountain, the world bursts into life, a tapestry of green buds and the brave calls of cicadas, a testament to life's relentless renewal. My steps are lighter, each one a testament to newfound peace, each the echo of an ancient promise of redemption and grace fulfilled. Holy One, giver of peace, transform our hearts to love anew. Guide us in the light of your truth. Let our actions protect the innocent and lead us home to you. Amen.
the light of forgiveness. Acti beneath the neon rain, the city lay in winter's cold embrace. Rain forming a somber symphony against the skyline's steel and glass. Neon lights flickered, casting hues of blue and crimson onto the drenched pavement where Emma waited at the bus stop. Turmoil within mirroring the tempest outside. The endless winter night enclosed her, the rain's rhythm echoing the crossroad at which she stood. Her fingers tightened around her coat, seeking warmth from a chill inside, and out memories of her argument with her brother Jack replayed vividly. His eyes flickering with hurt, his voice cracking with pain. Now, standing in the rain's solitude, Emma felt regret, an emptiness from their broken connection. Lord of mercy, she murmured, her voice barely audible above the rain. Why must truth hurt yet heal? I don't want to stay angry. Show me the way. Ancient words from a psalm surfaced in her heart. Create in me a clean heart, O God, offering refuge. The rain felt like a cleansing baptism as Emma stood under the indifferent sky, her whispered prayer weaving through the raindrops. A cracked stairwell.
A cracked stairwell, only the hum of passing vehicles, each splash a punctuation to her thoughts. Emma boarded the bus, her mind swirling with emotions, the scent of wet asphalt and the musty bus interior created a distant familiarity. Passing empty seats, a silent sermon on patience and understanding reminded her of love's healing power. At her stop, the cracked stairwell to her apartment bore memories of conflict and regret. The concrete steps were heavy beneath her feet, reminders of the emotional weight she carried, ascending slowly. Her wet shoes slapped against the steps, her breath a soft cloud in the chill. Pausing at her building's threshold, Emma clasped her hands, pleading for divine peace. Shepherd of my soul, she prayed, eyes closed, guide me to forgive as I have been forgiven. Teach me to love beyond the hurt.
The breeze caressed her cheek, carrying an answer. Truth doesn't falter before wounded pride. Her heart lightened, the prayer etching hope into her soul, entering her apartment. Warmth enveloped her, divine reassurance warming her from within. Spring's whisper. The next morning's timid sun hinted at spring's promise, new beginnings unfolding. Walking to the cafe where she and Jack met, Emma noticed buds on branches, reminders of renewal and the transformation she sought within. The world shimmered with spring's promise, life's resilience testifying in each leaf. With each step, prayer for courage and reconciliation bolstered her resolve. Her heart, no longer a storm, began to heal, opening to forgiveness like the season's first bloom. Entering the cafe, the bell chimed a gentle welcome, announcing hope's arrival. The aroma of fresh coffee and sweet pastries grounded her in the familiar world she wished to rebuild. Jack sat in their usual corner, his expression softened by warm light filtering through the window. She approached with a tentative smile, words echoing between them, a bridge she was ready to rebuild. As she neared, tension released, making way for compassion and understanding.
Jack, she began, the knot in her chest loosening, her voice gentle with peace. I'm sorry for everything, I want us to be okay. Jack nodded, eyes meeting hers with depths beyond words. Relief mirrored between them, a silent communion sparking new beginnings. Yeah, me too,
he replied. The air vibrant with grace prayer had whispered into their hearts. Unresolved hurt crumbled, replaced by renewed trust and love.
Holy One, in your boundless love, grant us courage to face our truths and grace to forgive as we are forgiven. Let your light heal our wounds, and may we walk in your peace. Hold me. Whispers of rain. Parched land. The earth groans beneath an unyielding sun, its surface a cracked mosaic yearning for renewal. Dusty winds blow over fields that my family has lovingly tended for generations. Each breath of air carries the whispers of ancestors, their voices recalling times of plenty and of famine. Weaving stories of endurance and faith, kneeling I touch the parched soil, feeling its rough texture against my fingers. Shepherd of my soul, I whisper, my voice trembling with the weight of unshed tears. Why have you hidden your face from us? My words rise like fragile dust, a plea cast into the heavens in search of divine reassurance. The cicadas sing their relentless dirge, a background to my desperate prayer. When a gentle breeze caresses my cheek, a fleeting touch of grace that stirs something within me. A thought blooms, learn joy from the birds. Raising my eyes, I watch swallows weave intricate patterns in the sky above. Despite the scorching heat, they dance with abandon. A celestial ballet that sows seeds of hope amidst the barrenness. The swallow's untroubled flight becomes a living hymn, lifting my spirit and kindling a spark of joy within me. The cry for mercy. Twilight arrives, painting the horizon with hues of pink and gold. A gentle cloak over a weary land, I kneel at the edge of my fields. This sacred space where I lay bare my soul before the vast expanse of sky. Lord of mercy, I plead, my voice quivering in the night's embrace, do not let us wither. Show us your compassion through the blessing of rain. Above, stars awaken one by one, twinkling like distant friends. Each a beacon of faith and possibility. Silence wraps around me like a soft cloak, a quiet prelude to the promise of answered prayers. A memory surfaces vivid and sweet, the exhilaration of a childhood rainstorm, the intoxicating scent of earth renewed. Raindrops mingled with innocent laughter. It is a remembrance and a promise, urging me to trust in the unseen, to hope when hope seems a distant dream. My heart beats in time with the sleeping earth, an echo of longing and expectation. The turning of the heart. At dawn, the horizon blushes with a new day as I traverse my fields, expectant yet burdened. Each footfall is accompanied by the crunch of brittle leaves, reminders of both decay and potential rebirth. I pause mid-stride, bowing my head in earnest prayer. Holy One, I utter softly, teach me to find joy in all you create. Evening barrenness, guide my hands with hope. These words are my vow as I step onto the path of faith, tending to the land with renewed resolve, planting dormant seeds and trusting the unseen hand of provision. Each movement harmonizes me with the earth's ongoing narrative, a testament to perseverance against adversity. The air seems different, cooler, as if the breath of winter mingles gently with the lingering warmth of summer. A lone bird perches silently on a weathered fence post its presence. Vibrant and steadfast becomes an emblem of endurance. Our eyes meet, and I sense in its gaze a shared understanding. An unspoken promise gratitude swells within me, echoing the melody of creation's enduring hope. Promise of rain. Days flow into one another, woven with labor and prayer. My hands marked by the story of the soil. There is a new charge in the atmosphere. A promise murmured through swaying branches one afternoon as the sun begins its descent. The sky thickens with clouds assembling like an orchestra, preparing for a grand symphony. I pause in my work, breath suspended as the first raindrops fall upon the thirsty earth, lifting my face to the heavens. I let the rain's cool kiss cleanse my worries away. The skies open, releasing a torrent of life-giving water, and the land drinks deeply of this blessing. Joy explodes within me, breathtaking and unstoppable, like the first green tendril of spring breaking through the soil. I stand transfigured, a witness to the miracle of rebirth. Holy One, giver of life, in your wisdom we find our joy. Thank you for the rains of mercy and the strength to trust in your promise. May our hearts always sing in your presence. Amen. A light in the rain, Act I, city of shadows. Dusk settles over the city. Street lamps flicker into life, casting shadows in the rain-soaked alleys. The sky a bruised gray, promises more rain, and neon signs hum like distant stars. vibrant colors reflecting on the pavement. I tighten my coat against the chill, but feel the cold biting my bones. The scent of rain mingles with the city's pulse, a symphony of honking cars and hurried footsteps. Amidst this, I stand feeling lost until an old psalm surfaces, my grandmother's voice soothing. The Lord of mercy is my comfort and my song. Closing my eyes, I pray, Lord of mercy, I am weary and burdened, guide me through this storm. Let my faith, though dim, burn bright, my plea matches my heartbeat, warm stirring within, subtle as a whisper. It is as if the Lord Himself wraps me in an unseen embrace. On the edge of forgiveness, the city's towers loom, glass and steel forming an imposing fortress. The rain steady Him, a pump of ease, my internal struggle, drawn to a narrow stairwell. Each creaking step reflects my weariness. The walls cracked with peeling paint, smell of dampness, echoes of forgotten rains. Scenes from my argument with my brother replay, words like knives leaving deep scars. I pause on the stairs, regret pressing heavily, sinking onto the steps. The chill touches my skin and my heart clenches. Shepherd of my soul, I whisper, tracing the railing's rough surface. Forgive my harshness, help me mend what I've broken. As my prayer fades, clarity washes over me, lifting confusion and guiding me towards reconciliation. This moment opens a window to divine understanding, my steps feeling lighter, driven by an unseen hand urging action. The fire within emerging into the night, the city's orange lit windows glow against the indigo sky, beacons promising safety and warmth. I stand at my brother's door, heart thudding with fear and anticipation. I knock, the sound firm despite my hesitation, echoing with inevitability. When he opens the door, his face mirrors mine, shadows of our exchange lingering. The dry heat of his apartment contrasts the night, grounding me. I'm sorry, I say, words flowing naturally like first rain on parched earth, promising renewal. I've been prideful and harsh, can we start anew? He nods, understanding, passing between us, a silent exchange of forgiveness and hope. Hope flickers within, faith rekindling, shedding light on our path to healing. In this quiet moment, I sense God's presence in our shared warmth and forgiveness. Before the rising sun, at 4 a.m. the world outside my bakery rests under a blanket of night. Inside the warm glow from the light softens the hard edges of shells, casting a cozy embrace over jars of cinnamon and sugar. Floor hangs in the air like snowflakes, settling softly on the tired wooden countertops. The comforting scent of yeast wraps around me, reminding me of life's simplicity and abundance embodied in each loaf. The streets outside still lay in shadows, quiet and cold. The silence dense like fog before dawn's light. I cherish the solitude, letting it anchor me like a hymn's refrain. As I knead the dough warm beneath my palms, I offer a prayer to the Lord of mercy. Guide my hands, Father. I whisper my voice, a quiet murmur in the stillness. Bring peace to this place. The motions of kneaded reflect my heart's rhythm. Each push and fold a silent prayer, linking me to the source. Yet this morning feels heavy, my heart burdened by the looming presence of a rival bakery down the street, casting doubts over my future. A crisis in prayer. The familiar bell chime doesn't signal a customer, but my sister Alina, her face, often alight with joy, now mirrors my own concern. News of the competition has reached her. Our neighborhood, once bound by immigrant dreams, now feels threatened by rivalry, fraying the fabric of our community. Together we retreat to the back room, seeking refuge from the storm outside. I fall to my knees, eyes tracing the worn floorboards for comfort. Lord Jesus, I am troubled. I pour out my voice, a lament, mingling with the still air. I fear losing what we've built. What do I do? In the quiet I listen, heart poised for a sign, a whisper of divine guidance. Psalm 23's words cradle me. He guides me along right paths in silence. I sense His presence, a warmth reassuring, urging patience and faith. Dawn pours in the liquid gold, and a stir in my heart, a divine nudge urges me to act out of faith, not fear. I cross the street, carrying a loaf of fresh bread, warm through its paper wrapping, infusing me with quiet courage. This bread, born of early mornings and whispered prayers, is a simple offering, yet it bridges a gap. Entering the rival bakery, the air carries new beginnings. The owner, hands flour dusted like mine, regards me with surprise. His eyes, a mix of curiosity and hope, meet mine. Welcome, he says, voice a mix of skepticism mysticism and possibility. I extend the bread, heart steady for you I declare. May we find abundance in this place. My words linger, a moment pregnant with possibility, like the pause between heartbeats. Turning the bread plants peace within, like spring's first crocus defying frost. Returning to my bakery, I feel the sacredness of the moment. God's whisper guiding my actions from fear to faith. Anxiety fades into the light of community and goodwill, replaced by understanding that there is room for all of us. The divine water seeds of peace in my soul, nourishing them with grace. I pause, breath steady, offering a prayer of transformation. Lord of my heart, thank you for showing me grace's path. Remind me my work has a place here. Forgive my doubt and fear. Fill my hands with your purpose. The prayer mingles with the scent of bread, echoing a new beginning. Holy Shepherd, guide my steps in the light of your love. Help me to sow peace and reap joy where you have planted me. Let my hands be instruments of your plenty, and my heart a vessel of your grace. Amen. Amen. Act I, the storm before dawn. In the stillness of the pre-dawn hour, the soft rain brushes against the small windows of Gregorio's bakery. A gentle whisper reminiscent of heaven's voice, delicate yet undeniable inside. The air is imbued with the scent of fermenting yeast, mingling with the warm aroma of flour dust that swirls like ethereal snowflakes, settling upon every surface and enveloping the room in a light, comforting blanket of peace. Gregorio, a devoted immigrant from a distant land, stands alone amidst the silence, kneading dough with steady, calloused hands that speak of years of labor and love. His heart, however, is far from tranquil. It bears the heavy burden of sustaining his small family through the modest earnings of this humble bakery. He pauses, leaning against the worn wooden table that bears the marks of countless mornings like this one. Lord of mercy, he prays aloud, his voice a gentle plea that rises with the steam from the ovens. Give me strength to face another day. I am weary, and the weight is heavy. Guide my hands and heart. With faith born of necessity, the rhythm of kneading resumes, the dough miraculously yielding under his fingers as if in response to his prayer. A tactile dance of faith against the creeping despair. The presence of the Holy One feels near, like a tender yet firm embrace. Yet Gregorio wonders if his fervent words have reached beyond the ceiling of his humble shop to touch the heavens above. The temptation of rivalry. Barely an hour later, the rising sun begins to paint the sky with the first strokes of dawn. Delicate hues of pink and gold spilling over the horizon. Gregorio prepares the first batch of bread, the loaves swelling in the oven, their golden crusts forming with the promise of sustenance. As he works, thoughts of Samuel, the rival baker on the next street over, intrude upon his peace. Samuel's store, with its bustling customers, has drawn many away from Gregorio's own modest business. A flicker of envy ignites in his heart, threatening to consume him, a temptation to bitterness he cannot easily extinguish. Driven by the storm within, Gregorio finds himself standing at the window. The rain still falling in gentle, persistent drops. His eyes close, and a prayer stirs within him, raw and honest, filled with anger and confusion. "Shepherd of my soul," he whispers, the words trembling in the stillness. "Why do you let my bread go unchosen? Teach me to trust your path, even when my own feet falter." In the silence that ensues, a new thought blossoms in his mind, delicate yet insistent, as if carried on the whispering wind, a subtle divine nudge towards something unexpected. The bread of brotherhood, as the morning unfolds in a gentle cascade of light. Gregorio takes his fresh loaves, their crust golden and inviting, and wraps them with care. Like precious offerings despite the inner turmoil, a quiet resolve forms within him. He will visit Samuel. With each step in the rain, the weight of his burden shifts slightly, transforming into something lighter. A relinquishment of the rivalry that has long shadowed his heart. At Samuel's door, Gregorio pauses, taking a deep breath before entering. The sight of the rival baker glancing up in surprise is almost comforting. Without a word, Gregorio offers the bread, his eyes meeting Samuel's with an unexpected warmth. A gesture of reconciliation. "I know times are difficult for both of us," Gregorio says, his voice barely above a whisper. "But let us lift each other in love." The act of giving, guided by a quiet prayer fulfilled, brings peace. A small redemption wrapped in a simple, vulnerable gesture. In this moment, Gregorio senses the Holy One's smile woven into the shared silence, a presence as tangible as the bread they share. Bread shared, hearts lightened, as the morning rain relinquishes its hold and gives way to gentle sunlight. The two bakers break bread together. Each bite carries a new sense of communion, a tangible grace that transcends their competition, soaking into their souls as deeply as the rain into the earth. Gregorio feels his heart lighten, the envy and bitterness washed away like the rain-soaked streets outside. In this unexpected companionship, the gentle guidance of the shepherd of his soul becomes ever clearer. He understands now that the path of humility and love is one that he can tread with a strength not his own, a path made easier by grace and shared humanity.
Lord of mercy, who breathes life into the weary soul and guides our hands in love, teach us to seek unity sun dipped low on the horizon, casting elongated shadows across St. Joseph's Seminary, a stoic sentinel against the biting winter chill. Frosty air crept through the cracks of history-laden walls, whispering tales of those who had walked these halls before. Inside, Jacob sat hunched over his textbooks, their glossy covers reflecting the fading light. Yet their contents remained a mystery, unopened and unexplored. Doubt had crept into his soul, an insidious frost that had frozen the once vibrant seal that fueled his journey. He had begun this path with fervor and conviction, yet now felt heavy with uncertainty. His prayer life an echo, haunting and hollow. Expectations bore down on him from every side. His family mentors, his own aspirations. The question loomed unanswered in his mind. Was this truly his calling, or had he veered off course into spiritual obscurity? In the dimly lit chapel he knelt beneath the sanctuary lamp's steady flicker, a lone star in a night of spiritual confusion. Shadows of the well-worn pews stretched out, cast by the flickering light, offering neither solace nor answers, only silent companionship in his quest. Lord of mercy, he prayed, the words teetering precariously between belief and a desperate plea. Am I where you want me to be? I feel lost, guide me please. His supplication hovered in the air, unanswered by voice or vision. Yet the silence wrapped around him like a comforting shroud. The cold stone and creaking pews bearing witness to his whispered confessions and unspoken fears. The old priest's silence. Father Thomas, an old priest whose years seemed to have blessed him with the wisdom of listening, moved through the seminary with a grace that comes from a life steeped in quiet reflection. Jacob found him in the library, a sanctuary of hushed reverence amid his internal storm. Father, how do you pray when God feels far away? Jacob's voice was raw, a soul laid bare in its vulnerability and longing for guidance. Father Thomas regarded him with eyes that carried the depth of oceans, saying nothing at first, allowing silence to weave its tapestry of understanding, more eloquent than any sermon. Then, with a gentle smile, he handed Jacob a small worn book. Prayer isn't always about performing, but listening, he said, his words woven with a gentle wisdom and a hint of a secret yet to be revealed. Jacob accepted the book, the leather cover smooth from age and countless hands. The title, The Imitation of Christ, was embossed in faded gold, a testament to its enduring wisdom. Though uncertainty lingered, the priest's silent guidance wrapped around him like a comforting cloak. Cradling the book as if it were a sacred artifact, Jacob sought the familiar stillness of the chapel once more. This time he approached with a heart intent not on petitioning, but on listening. The sanctuary lamp cast a soft, unwavering glow, shadows playing out a silent symphony. walls as he read. Each word became a stepping stone deeper into silence, peeling away layers of anxious thoughts until he was left with the divine's quiet hum. A suggestion of something greater emerged from the silence, an indescribable sensation of being held and understood, akin to a parent's embrace, unconditional and reassuring. Shepherd of my soul, he whispered into the silence, teach me to choose the lesser seat, to be humble, not for glory, but for you. In that still moment, quiet enveloped him as though God nodded in agreement, a guidance subtle yet profound, like the first tender buds of spring, promising the end of winter's harsh rain. A new resolution. In the days that followed, an evident change marked Jacob's demeanor. A subtle transformation aligned him with a new hopeful rhythm. His life within the seminary shifted, a quiet evolution of spirit and attitude. He volunteered for tasks that often went unnoticed, cleaning the chapel, arranging books, serving without seeking acknowledgement or spotlight, finding an unanticipated joy in the simplicity of accency. Choosing the lesser seed filled hollow spaces within him, replacing them with a newfound sense of purpose and peace that resonated deep in his soul. One evening, resting in the chapel's familiar warmth, his doubts, though not entirely vanished, were tempered by a profound understanding that transcended mere knowledge, a trust in the
a night of ashes. The sirens had long faded into the velvety backdrop of night, leaving the air heavy with the acrid residue of smoke, a pungent reminder of chaos and devastation. Jack stood immobile, his eyes glued to the skeletal remains of what once was a family home, now a silhouette of charred beams and ash. The fire had been unrelenting, an insatiable beast that spared nothing in its wake. Jack's smoke-stained jacket was a testament to the peril he had braved, wading through the inferno to pull the family to safety. But the fire's merciless fingers had reached farther than his courage, and not all were saved. The rain began its descent softly, a gentle patter that seemed to soothe the parched, scorched earth. Each drop felt like a tender caress on Jack's weary skin, yet his heart remained tightly wound, a knot of survivor's guilt resisting any attempt at unraveling. In his pocket lay a small drawing, its edges singed by the fire. It was a child's drawing, simple, etched with innocence. The child, a girl no older than 10, had pressed it into his sooty hands as she was whisked away by the paramedics to safer ground. Beneath the muted glow of a solitary street lamp, Jack unfolded the crumpled paper. It depicted a family, stick figures holding hands beneath a sun that wore a perpetual smile. One figure stood apart, arms wide open as though inviting the others, all joyous despite the evident divide. This semblance of hope, sketched with a child's simplicity, weighed on him like lead, a bittersweet reminder of the lives altered irrevocably. As the night's solemn rain washed over the world,
Painting it in reflected hues, Jack fell to his knees. The asphalt cut into him, cold and unyielding. "Lord of mercy," he whispered, his voice fragile like autumn leaves carried on the wind. "Why couldn't I save them all? I did what I could, but it's not enough." He let the still night carry his question skyward, each word a plea edged with pain, casting it into the vast unknown, hoping for an answer. As the night's solemn rain washed over the world, painting it in effective hues, Jack fell to his knees. The asphalt cut into him, cold and unyielding. "Lord of mercy," he whispered, his voice fragile like autumn leaves carried on the wind. "Why couldn't I save them all? I did what I could, but it's not enough." He let the still night carry his question skyward, each word a plea edged with pain, casting it into the vast unknown, hoping for an answer. Jack lingered there, his head bowed beneath the silent strength of the rain, feeling the reins of his guilt tighten their grip on his soul. The question of worth gnawed at him incessantly, a storm brewing within. Yet in that silent vigil, amidst the gentle symphony of raindrops came a whisper, an ethereal nudge, not of his own making. "Listen, my child," it seemed to say like a breath carried on the wind, tender and poignant. "In your striving, do not forget the ones you have saved. Walk the path of wholeness by seeing through the eyes of grace, not judgment." Jack's heart, bruised and restless, felt a stirring within, a warmth spreading across the cold expanse of his spirit. He inhaled deeply, letting the night air fill his lungs, a potent blend of rain and renewal enveloping him. With each breath, he became acutely aware of the sacred simplicity, the boundless enormity of life amidst its ruins. He realized then that he had not been alone during the flames nor in the echoing recesses of his anguish. The shepherd of his soul had walked beside him, emboldening his resolve, steadying his hands even in the shadow of regret. With the dawning light, Jack rose. The night's rain had left the world cleansed, and the clear sky now hinted at a gentle promise of new beginnings. As he stood at the threshold of the sunlight-dappled street, a shift had occurred within him. The guilt lingered, but it was now muted, transformed into a deep yearning for action. With a purposeful stride, he made his way to the hospital where the girl lay recovering. A survivor like himself, his heart, though heavy, was buoyed by an underlying current of healing. The nurse at the entrance greeted him with a soft smile as he entered, and the girl's eyes lit up, shining like beacons of resilience in life. Taking his cue, he knelt beside her bed, unfolding the drawing she had entrusted to him. Her smile broadened, illuminating her face, a sight that rekindled the embers of hope within him. "I wanted you to have it," she said, her voice a melody steeped in innocent courage. "Thank you," he replied, his voice anchored in the present moment. "It reminds me of what's truly important." As he prepared to leave, Jack turned back to her, his voice gentle and filled with newfound wisdom. "Sometimes," he said, "we're asked to walk paths we do not understand. But it is in that walking we find strength we never knew we had." Holy One, teach my heart to see the blessing in life's ashes. Guide my steps on the path of wholeness and grace. Let your voice Fill my spirit